that's the right brightness. Why does it change again? That's so frustrating.
Because it focused on you and you've moved.
Yeah, no, I wish. No. I told it to focus there.
Yeah, but when you were blocking the light above your head.
No, I don't see it. Just
don't worry about it.
Hang on, no, it's not.
I'm not saying the timer. We'll just do it when it gets to 10 minutes and 20 seconds.
Auto exposure lock. Perfect. Did you know it could do that?
No. Hello, everybody.
We need a brighter light on our faces, but. Sorry.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
My name's Darren.
I'm Graham.
And we're about to talk about the film Only God Forgives.
We are.
Tell us the story very quickly.
Story?
Do you not remember?
I remember. One of two brothers.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Yeah, very quickly. One of the brothers gets killed. They're in Taiwan. They own like a boxing club, which is a front for some drugs. One of the brothers gets killed by a girl's dad that he's just raped and murdered. And so the psycho mum of the two brothers comes over, demanding vengeance. And the policeman who's sort of on the case is, well, God, basically.
Yeah.
Although I thought he was the devil the first time I watched it.
Yeah.
I've changed my mind on second viewing.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's basically it. That's the film in a nutshell.
With a lot of neon excitement throughout.
Neon excitement?
Yeah.
What is neon excitement? It sounds amazing.
You're not allowed to know.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to ask.
Yeah.
I don't want to pry.
No.
Did you like it?
I really loved it, yeah.
Did you? Some people really hated it.
I know they did. I bought it on Blu-ray and I still haven't watched it yet. But
fascinating fact.
Yeah, just for you guys. Yeah. I bought it for the Blu-ray. I bought the Blu-ray because
when I said fascinating fact, I was being very sarcastic.
Well, I thought I'd continue it because I thought you were actually interested, but I was explaining that the vibrant sea of the colours and the neon and fluorescent lights that are present throughout are very.
It's like slicing your eye with a rainbow.
Yeah, it's a bit like that.
Yeah.
And
a rainbow razor blade.
Nicholas Winding-Refn's kind of Refn?
Nicholas Winding Refn.
Kind of likes this kind of neon stuff.
He's colourblind, you know.
Well, there's another interesting fact. Number 2.
Oh yeah. Graham owns a Blu-ray player. And Nicholas Winding-Refn is colourblind.
Yeah. What colours is he colourblind to?
Oh, several of the colours of the rainbow.
Several.
At least several.
Yeah,
I don't know. What am I? His fucking eyes.
It's just people sometimes know if you're gonna mention a
I don't.
Fact.
I'm a fan of Nicholas Winding-Refn, although I might be biased. But I'm only a fan of him because he makes good films. And therefore I'm biased because I like good films.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing.
What is your favourite Nicholas Winding-Refn film?
I don't know. The Second Pusher film.
Really?
Maybe.
Over Drive.
Drive's really good.
Yeah. What about Bronson?
Bronson. He didn't do Bronson.
Yes, he did.
Did he?
Yeah.
With Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
I'm lying. You've broken me down.
Yeah, no, Bronson's good. Drive's really good.
Drive's amazing.
Only God Forgives is fantastic.
Valhalla Rising, don't forget that one.
Yeah, I'm not as big a fan of that. I thought it was visual poetry, I'll be honest with you. I thought
phrase, visual poetry?
Because
it sounds so pretentious when you say visual poetry.
Well, I can only use the words that I have accurate in my mind.
Okay.
So that's the word I'm going to use.
Okay, I'm just letting you know.
It sounds pretentious, yeah, fine, but, I think it's true. Because a lot of it is all just like sitting around waiting and stuff.
What do you mean by visual poetry?
It kind of conjures thoughts when you're watching it and stuff. So when they're sitting there,
conjure a thought if you watch
sailing around in the fog and the red mist and all this.
Yeah,
and he's just sitting there and he's got his eye red, and he's it just looks like there's some sort of meaning to it, and I guess that's the point of poetry, is the fact that you
have a visual dictionary then, isn't it?
You're a visual.
You're going to say dick. Do you know what I noticed? Quite a lot of Riffin's characters are empty.
Is this what you've noticed, or is this something that you've
No, this is literally
read?
Something I noticed.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure somebody else has noticed it and written it down, but yeah, no, because the character in Valhalla Rising, One Eye, he doesn't say a single thing. He's just kind of experiencing the world around him.
Yeah, and we experience it with him.
Yeah, the guy in Drive, same deal. And the guy that Gosling plays in this, same thing again. That's
true.
Just an empty vessel for us to witness the world in.
Do you think it's because Ryan Gosling's got a bit of a weird voice?
Well, no, because he does, he does show like a character in other things I've seen him in.
I know.
Ides of March, I recommend.
Yeah.
Notebook, I don't. I quite like the idea of people that are fans of The Notebook going to see this because they like that guy from The Notebook.
Yeah.
It was like a similar experience when we went to see Black Swan. That I think a lot of people have dragged their boyfriends along, stereotypes, but whatever, to go and see that lovely ballet movie.
Yeah.
And then about halfway in, Winona Ryder starts stabbing herself in the face with a nail file. And I think the enjoyment switched. In some cases, I know that everyone has a different...
Yeah.
We're all individuals.
All different, yeah.
I'm not.
I'm not.
Monty Python reference.
Yeah.
So I'd acknowledge it for those that didn't.
Yeah.
Yes, I liked it. It was my favourite film of the year it came out, of all the films I'd seen.
Really?
Yeah.
What else was
What was second?
going? Yeah.
Pacific Rim, that was pretty close.
Pacific Rim,
I do like neon films.
Yeah.
Colours. I like the colours.
Oh, hello.
I thought that the woman was good, whatever her name is. What's her name? Mum. She's like French and English at the same time. Kristen Scott Thomas, that's the one. Yeah, she was amazing. Just the shit that she came out with. Like,
yeah. She was just disgusting, wasn't she?
And I like that fight near the end where Ryan Gosling like challenges the policeman to fight and doesn't lay a single punch on him.
Yeah,
amazing.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Because you see him fighting all the way through the film and he's good and stuff like that.
You don't see him fighting. Ryan Gosling.
Do you not see him fighting?
No.
All the way through the film he's fighting?
He's not. Who's he fighting?
I don't know, people, like random people.
No.
Is he not?
No. I think you see him
I'm
clench
thinking
his
of the
fists
Raid
by
2.
You're thinking of the Raid 2?
Yeah.
What in God's name would make... I don't know the connection there.
Yeah.
Who in the Raid 2
What?
looked like Ryan Gosling?
No. It's just the area that they're in.
Well, I mean, that's two different areas.
Yeah, I imagine it is.
Anyway.
But anyway, yeah, so, yeah.
Raid 2 is a good film.
The police...
I prefer the title Brendel.
But yeah.
But anyway.
Do you like the name Edge of Tomorrow?
I don't know, I've not seen that film. Is that anything to do with All You Need Is Kill?
Yeah.
Or Live, Die, Repeat?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Whatever the hell they're calling it these
Shying away
days.
from that name.
Yeah, no, Only God Forgives is really good. There's a lot of fingering in it.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
Including from Ryan Gosling himself.
Well, yeah, he's the one that does most of it.
But on his mum.
Oh, I mean, I don't know
Spoiler.
if you call that fingering.
Is that spoiler?
No, because you said something and I contradicted it, so if we leave it there, it's
Yeah.
still ambiguous.
I suppose so.
I didn't like that
It's
bit
meant
there.
to be ambiguous and it's meant to make you wonder what the hell's going on, but...
Do you know why that bit happened?
No.
Because I think there was like two things that he could have done scripted, and Gosling and because when a reference said to Gosling, "What would you want to do?"
Right.
And he said that, and so that's what they did.
Right, oh my god.
That was his idea.
So what was the alternate, if that's not a spoiler?
I think it was just say something like,
Oh,
you know,
right,
fuck
okay.
you fucking bitch.
Right.
Something like, I
So
don't think it was that, but
You went for something worse then.
yeah. But I don't know. There's a lot to do with the hands in it. They show the hands a
Yeah,
lot. Like
yeah.
there's a bit where he has like a girl seducer and he's tied his hands down, and there's bits where he's fighting and he's like clenching his fists. And
Yeah,
the god character or the devil character, depending on how you interpret it, chops people's hands off.
that's true.
I think the hands are a symbol of strength.
Is that what you think it is?
Yeah, because then like when he's
Anything
tied
else?
down, he's like
Because
he's
it
weak.
could also, yeah, exactly. It could also be synonymous with, captivity and stuff like that, and being controlled. Kept
Well,
under
yeah, I
control.
guess that's. But so having the hands
Loose is yeah,
or tied
or
is
tied.
being vulnerable, is
Yeah.
being not strong.
Yeah. Well, and this is reefing again. It's all visual poetry, you know.
Visual poetry. I hate that term. I really, like every time you've said it, I've really hated it. I've never said it in the past, but then you said it again now, and I just thought, why does he keep saying that?
I'll say
Does he
it.
not see that I hate hearing it? I like the karaoke in the film though. All the random karaoke.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, because the policeman obviously takes his job very seriously. He goes out and like kills people and stuff all the time, and then to relieve his stress, he just goes and karaoke's for a bit.
But apparently karaoke is a really big thing in that country.
Yeah.
And people almost treat it like a religious experience,
Really?
which goes to him being a
Really?
god figure again.
That's interesting.
Yeah. The reason I thought he wasn't God the first time is because it's called Only God Forgives. He doesn't need to forgive
doesn't
anyone.
forgive, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like anything you do, off with the hands, off with the head,
Yeah.
off
There's
the
only punishment, but then again,
ribs.
it could be the Old Testament God.
I
I mean,
think that's very much what it is.
he's quite a vengeful guy.
But there's no forgiving.
No,
No, maybe at the end a little bit of forgiving.
a little bit of
A little bit
forgiveness.
of forgiving, but it still ends up somebody getting something chopped.
Well,
I like the torture scene as well. That was pretty hardcore.
ring my bell. I meant
Ring my bells.
I meant remind me.
The bit where the guy
Doesn't
gets
ring
his
a bell.
eyes like sliced out and
Yes, yes.
a knife shoved in his ear.
Yes, it's kind of like mostly intimidation, and then all of a sudden lots of torture.
Well, it was pretty much torture from the off.
Sort of.
It was like straight away, just like jumps in.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We had a few walkouts in the cinema when that happened.
It's been a few weeks since I've seen this film, but yeah.
Yes, it's a good job I saw it today.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yes.
if you've got anything else to say, or we should wrap it up.
We can wrap it up if you like. It's an excellent film. Nicholas Wonder-Even's a good actor.
Some people would say it was an excellent film. Some people would say it was a shite film.
Yeah, you should have a look at him doing some interviews. He's quite fun.
Particularly that BBC one where he was told not to say the word fuck because it was like 9 o'clock in the morning, and so he said the word fuck within about 3 seconds. They said
talking about saying films are like sex, aren't they? Like
violence.
Violence is like it's got a
the build up and then the explosion,
the climax. Yeah.
So not only is he comparing violence to sex quite graphically on BBC breakfast
morning breakfast shows.
He then concludes his point by saying it's like fucking.
He's a nice guy,
and everyone panics. When you think about it, like, okay, he'll probably never get invited back to promote his movie, but people would have heard of that film because of what he said. Did you hear what that guy said?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
The guy who did that Drive movie.
Yeah.
Did you think it was better than Drive?
Only God Forgives. The music in Drive is just excellent. So I don't know. It kind of it's a good question.
Thanks.
I think I prefer Drive, but I know Only God Forgives is more artistic as a film than it's that poetry that I'm going for. You know, it just
so pretentious.
The poetry on the visuals.
You are a bit pretentious
sometimes.
Yeah,
I don't mean to be. It just comes out.
No, but you are pretentious.
So that makes me pretentious.
That's like you saying I'm so funny. I don't mean to be funny.
Yeah. Right. Well, that's good to know. We've all learned something today, haven't we?
Mm-hmm. Anyway, that'll do.
Yeah. Now you've upset me.
It's visual poetry, wasn't it? It's about, you know,
you're not even using it right. You're not even allowed to use that word.
Don't want to.
I'm not being pretentious when I say you're not allowed to use that word, that phrase.
No, my kind.
Yeah, you're tight.
Yeah.
Oh well, we're going to go now. Goodbye.
Yeah, bye. You gotta stop getting so distracted.